are your follow-up frequencies for hot, cold, and warm. This is one of the biggest things. My number one parameter for this, for me, of course, everybody else could answer this as well. Feel free to go comment on his post. But for me, the frequency at minimum, no matter what record it is, should be 12 touches a year, period. Every single record should have at least 12 touches a year. The difference is, at minimum, the difference is in the frequency of which those 12 touches happen. For example, a warm lead or a hot lead round, let's say a hot lead, those 12 touches happen over 30 days usually, the first 30 days. And then it converts from a hot to a warm lead. And then it goes from a warm lead to a cold lead. And so I move it down. And so really a lead's full cycle lasts around 18 months usually. And so that's going to be, for someone who started off as a hot lead, that means that over the course of the next year, they're actually going to get roughly like 36 touches. So they're going to be like 3 times the amount because they're getting those 12 touches right away. For a cold lead, it's a little bit less. So I'll just show you guys in my account here. I'll go to my tasks and then I'll go to my presets here, and I'll just show you basically what this looks like. So I'll just kind of show you like the lead management flow in general. So let's say you're doing niche sequential stuff, and so I call my 3 attempts, and if something converts to a lead, maybe I'm doing first to market on something, it converts to new lead, and so that's a me calling outbound for that new lead. That's a touch technically. That's not considered as part of your follow-up. If they don't answer right away, I do what's called an engage follow-up. So this is where that warm, hot, or cold lead is the lead manager trying to engage that lead. This is not part of the hot, warm, or cold sequence, right? This is just, hey, you said you're a lead. I'm trying to get on a phone with you as a lead manager to qualify you. So it's a difference between a non-qualified and a qualified lead. A lead that comes in from your VA, from Call Tools or from niche sequential marketing, that's not a qualified lead. That is just a lead that came in based off of their opinion on its temperature.
I'm going to give you some free money. I'm going to remove all excuses that you have on why you can't get started in REISIF by actually giving you money to start here at REISIF. Using this coupon code, you'll get $25 to use for skip tracing, direct mail, and whatever else you want. And I'm going to go even further and let you know that when you sign up, if you go ahead and message support, you might even be able to get yourself a little bit of data in there as well. But just know that it's way more data than you would need in order to get your first deal, your second deal, or even just get a few more deals inside your business, especially when it's free. Use this coupon code, go sign up for a trial, and continue watching our content and learn more about how to be awesome at sales and marketing in real estate.
So you engage the lead, you qualify, you have your pre-qualified stage, and then your qualified stage. A qualifying stage is when the lead manager calls that lead back, gets a hold of that lead, figures out what's going on, and then actually puts a proper temperature associated with that lead, right? If it's an acquisitions person, it's the same exact thing. You could have soft offers happen in this period of time. If it's acquisitions, you can give a firm offer at this time, whatever. That can be tracked on the record, all that good stuff. But for now, we're talking about lead management. So standard follow-up. I do 3 attempts of follow-up, of engaged follow-up. If they don't answer after 3 double taps or triple taps, plus, maybe even once in the morning, once in the evening, counting as one attempt, then I'm going to go ahead and automatically, based off the information I have from the pre-qualification stage, I'm going to go ahead and automatically put them in that warm, hot, or cold phase. For me, if it's a property that I know I really would like to buy, I'm going to automatically just throw in hot. I'm going to assume it's hot because of the frequency. That's it. It might not actually be hot. I'm just putting it in that follow-up because I want the frequency to be aggressive, right? So I do engage 1, 2, and 3. And then for cold leads, it's very simple. It's every 45 days. That's all I do. I don't make it super complicated. It's just every 45 days. If for whatever reason I call the cold lead in 45 days and they're like, yeah, I'm not going to be ready for like 9 months, then I'm not going to I'm not going to create a custom task. I'm going to add the second follow-up and I'm going to make it scheduled out in 9 months. I'm just going to edit the date. I'll show you guys an example of that. Okay. Warm leads are every 15 days. Pretty simple, right? And then hot leads are what I call my 5-3-3-5 method. So it's 5 days in a row, 3 days, then another 3 days, and then 5 days in a row. So it's a total of 1 month. First week is all 5 days. Second week is just 3 days in that week. The third week is 3 days in that week, and the last week of the month is is 5. If they don't want to sell after that point, they're not a fucking hot lead. Period. Right? Like, this is not a hot lead. You need to fucking move them down to a warm lead and follow up every 15 days. And so that's my strategy. For hots, it's 5-3-3-5. For warms, it's every 15 days. And for colds, it's every 45 days. And then you never know. Yeah. That's why you move them. That's why. And the fact that you never know, Jonathan, that's why I don't go from hot to cold right away. I go from hot to warm. I still follow up every 15 days, and then I go to cold. And so if you notice, like, that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, like 25 follow-ups in that given period of time, right? If you go from start to finish, and that would last 1 month, 2, 3, 4. So that's 4 months. If it goes through hot and then it goes through warm, that's a total of 4 months. And then if it goes through cold, that would be basically 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 16 months. So it's a total of 16 months. After 16 months, if they don't convert, if they're still talking with me, I just re-put them in cold again. But if at any point they go dead, after that point, if they haven't answered the phone in 3 months, then I'm gonna convert them over to a dead, which is only going to be a once a quarter follow up. So